Hello guys, good afternoon. I hope everybody is doing good. I want us to look at this issue very carefully. And rethink about the decisions we make and the decisions we are going to make in 2024. Today, what I want us to look at is the issue of Saglemi housing projects, which was initiated by the former president John Dramani Mahama. 2012 thereabouts, the year 2012 thereabouts, John Dramani Mahama and his team decided to build 5,000 housing projects units for average workers, to buy and pay on mortgage in the mortgage system. So you can use 20 years or 30 years to pay so that you own the house. 2016 thereabouts, he was able to complete 150 housing units. It means a family, different set of family own different 1,500 set of family within 20 to 30 years about can own those houses. So you pay it in bits. So let's say government workers can subscribe, and monthly basis they take small amount of money from their pay. So within 20 to 30 they should be able to pay per the plan. Fast forward, after the 2016 election, John Dramani Mahama lost election, and then the competent president took over. When the competent president took over, he told us that the then incompetent president misappropriated some of the funds allotted for that project. I remember sometimes back there was issue of Inus of Husseini, who was then, I think, Ministry of Housing or thereabout. So there was some questioning and certain allegation of him misappropriating some of the funds allocated for building or completing that project. Let me say 5 years to 6 years down the line, we wake up to hear that this government, the competent government, has decided to sell the entire project to a private, investor to take over the project. They'll sell to the investor to take over the project, and then the investor will complete the project. After he completing, then he will sell it to Ghanaians. Guys, I just want you to see how visionary our leaders are. Visionary Nanado is. It is very sad to wake up to hear this. You have a government who thought that the gap of housing deficit in this country is becoming alarming, and day in day out people are struggling to rent houses on very expensive. So a government thought that let's use the state money to build and resell it to Ghanaians by paying it small. Even by paying it small, they will pay, and even the nation will make interest on it. This one thought that, okay, because it's someone who started it, okay, I should let it rot for her. So after 6 years, 5 years to 6 years, the best thing he can do for Ghana is selling the project to a private investor. Guys, knowing that if you sell this project to a private investor, he taking over, it means the ordinary Ghanaian like you and I cannot own that property again. The price will go high. A lot of people who originally designed to buy those properties cannot buy it again. Without doubt, without even that, let's forget about that. What do a visionary leader, have to do? Yes, you came, you said the project is overpriced, blah 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 blah. So what do? You make sure that the project will go on while you are investigating the corrupt part of the deal. After your investigation, you sue, or you do the legal stuff to whoever is involved to face the law. While the project can go on and Ghanaians will benefit. So wait, you didn't do that. You leave the project to rot. After 6 years, you are telling Ghanaians that you are going to sell it to a private investor. No wonder. That's what your party and your cohort know how to do well. It's very, very sad. And now you say, your minister say, what is his name? Francis Asenso Boachi. He said they are selling that project. After that, they are using that money to start another housing project. Guys, I don't know, Jimmy and I say then. Is it common sense, or something is not adding up? The last time I checked and I watched a documentary of that facility, everything is set. Everything is set. That project can occupy, that can, it's ready for use. Yes, it has stayed there for 5 years. Definitely there will be some wear and tear over the electrical, yes, but where should you even think of selling it to a private investor? Guys, it's very, very sad. It's very, very sad. The direction of this country. Is it to say that we as Ghanaians, or we as people, we can't manage anything Ghanaian? We've sold virtual everything. We are in a country where God has blessed us with crude oil. But today, we have Tema oil refinery sitting down there. And Ghanaians are coughing huge amount of money to buy oil. We have cocoa. Most of our cocoa products that we consume here in Ghana is brought from outside. We have gold. We have what have you. And today the best thing we can do to protect our dollar is we should go and test the black market people. Where lies the common sense? Where is the vision? The leaders are we need to choose leaders with vision. People who can see far, 50 years ahead. That was what Dr. Kwame Nkrumah saw. We heard that when he was building the Akosombo dam and all those stuff, the citizens came after him. They would say, we don't need it. But now, if Akosombo alone cannot supply just Accra alone, you see. But we have people The best thing they can do is speak good English, blah, 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 blah. Throw saliva here, left and right. That's what Ghanaians love doing. It's very, very sad. Where is the future? Now virtually everybody want to leave this country to go to the next country. I can tell you that now even Togo is doing best than Ghana in the area of economy, and it's even safer to live in Togo than Ghana. Go to Burkina Faso here. Now they are even thinking of how to process their cocoa. Look at the project they are doing, $100,000 projects. Here we are using 200 and over something million something to build a church. How many churches don't we have in this country? What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? When we were growing up, we all know that Ghana is the gateway to Africa. What has happened? Is it the politics, or it's about some people want to eat with their both their hands? Sometimes it's sad to, call yourself or identify yourself as a Ghanaian when you know people who have traveled across the length and breadth of the world. They've seen stuff, but when they come, they can't do anything. When you go outside Ghana or Europe or all those stuff, the building people stay in, is it not the mortgaging stuff? Who buy land and build? Who does that? It's the government or certain private entity who build. I mean 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 story building. And people buy, and live in there. Now, because our people are not thinking, listen, everybody want to buy small land and own it, all those stuff. It's not about owning the land. It's about having nice accommodation. That's it, regardless. It's very sad. Very sad that you have leaders who don't even think. All they think is a day will come, they have their share, they are good to go. They award contract to your family and friends. That's all. Where's the direction of this country? From the top to down, from the president to assembly members, everybody is corrupt. Now when you go to the market, it's worse. Palm oil and cocoa, which is produced here in Ghana, is expensive than the oil that is imported from outside. I mean, how? Red oil that is everything here in Ghana. It's more expensive than oil that is from outside. Charlie, what is happening? Well, it's sad, but I believe there's hope. Hope is coming. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's pray. 2024 is just around the corner. When we go to the pool again and we are going to select, remember that you need to select a leader with a vision, a leader who know you, a leader who remember your pain, a leader who even who is stealing, you consider that, no, I'm stealing, but I'll consider a bit. You will not be eating with his hands left and right center. This is Ghana. Everybody across Africa, everybody wanted to come here way back, do this, do that. It's Ghana. When you hear Ghana, when you go somewhere and you mention Ghana, yay. But what is happening to Ghana? Now poverty has eaten every Ghanaian. People are now people cannot even pick people's score, because the next time you pick your friend's score, he's telling you, Charlie, today no good, oh, Charlie, forward me some momo. So people are dodging each other's score. Charlie, I don't want to rant more. Until then, Babs, I'm out.